Today, we are diving into one of the most incredible and surprising stories in the world of modern coin collecting. This is not about an ancient gold coin or a rare silver dollar. This story is about a simple copper-colored 1-cent piece that has stunned collectors, experts, and everyday people alike. I am talking about the 1989 Liberty 1-cent coin from the United States of America, a coin that, in certain cases, has been valued at more than $500,000. That is right, one penny that could be worth as much as $544,000 in today's market. Now, before you check your coin jar or search through your old change, let's take a moment to understand why this coin is so special. The 1989 Liberty 1-cent coin might seem ordinary at first glance. It carries the familiar portrait of Abraham Lincoln on the obverse, the word Liberty to the left of his profile, and the date 1989 stamped clearly on the right. On the reverse, we see the famous Lincoln Memorial, standing proudly with the words United States of America at the top, 1 cent at the bottom, and the national motto E pluribus unum in between. For millions of Americans, this is just another penny, something we use without even thinking twice. But for collectors, certain variations of this 1989 penny are extremely rare, and their value has skyrocketed. The story begins in the late 1980s when the U.S. Mint was transitioning materials and minting techniques for the 1-cent coin. Before 1982, pennies were made primarily of copper. But starting in 1982, the mint switched to a copper-plated zinc composition. By 1989, all 1-cent coins were supposed to follow this zinc core standard. However, a small number of coins from 1989 were accidentally struck on leftover copper planchets from previous years. These are sometimes referred to as transitional errors. They look identical to a regular 1989 penny, but they weigh more, about 3.11 grams instead of 2.5 grams. That small difference in metal composition makes them extremely rare and valuable. Collectors around the world hunt for these transitional error coins because they reveal the fascinating imperfections in minting history. A single authentic 1989 Lincoln penny struck on a copper planchet can fetch tens of thousands of dollars, and in top-graded condition, the price can reach astonishing heights, as high as $544,000. Imagine finding that in your pocket change. A single penny that could change your life. But the rarity of the 1989 Liberty penny goes beyond its metal composition. There are also other valuable variations and minting errors that have driven collector interest. Some 1989 pennies were struck with double die errors, where parts of the lettering or numbers appear double due to a slight misalignment during the minting process. If you look closely under magnification and notice that the date or the word Liberty looks doubled, you might be holding a coin worth thousands. There are also off-center strikes, broad strikes, and other rare mint errors that can add incredible value. Another interesting factor that makes the 1989 Liberty 1-cent coin so appealing to collectors is its connection to the closing decade of the 20th century. The 1980s represented a time of technological change at the U.S. Mint. New machinery, improved die-making techniques, and refined metal compositions all came together in this period. The 1989 penny stands as a symbol of that transition, the last stretch before the new designs of the 1990s and the introduction of commemorative coin series that would soon follow. For many collectors, owning a 1989 penny in pristine uncirculated condition feels like holding a piece of history frozen in time. Now let's talk about how this incredible coin reached a market value of $544,000. The answer lies in a combination of rarity, condition, and demand. In the world of numismatics, condition is everything. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70, with 70 being perfect mint state condition. A 1989 penny in circulation might only be worth face value, but one that has never been used, preserved in flawless mint condition, and authenticated by professional grading services like PCGS or NGC, can command enormous prices at auction. When a rare variation meets perfect condition, the price can skyrocket. That is exactly what happened with the 1989 Liberty 1-cent coin that made headlines for reaching a value of $544,000. Collectors and investors are always searching for hidden gems in the coin market, and sometimes even modern coins from the 1980s and 1990s can yield incredible surprises. What makes this story even more exciting is that these coins are still out there. Somewhere in a forgotten jar, an old wallet, or a box of childhood keepsakes, there might be another rare 1989 penny waiting to be discovered. It reminds us that even the smallest things we overlook every day can hold extraordinary value. So how can you tell if your 1989 Liberty 1-cent coin is valuable? The first step is to check the weight. A regular 1989 penny should weigh around 2.5 grams. If you find one that weighs closer to 3.1 grams, you might have a copper planchet error. Next, examine the coin under a magnifying glass. Look for any doubling on the date, the word Liberty, or the lettering on the reverse. Pay attention to mint marks as well. Most 1989 pennies were produced at the Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco mints. The mint mark can be found under the date on the front of the coin. Certain mint marks combined with rare errors can make a coin even more valuable. Once you think you have found something special, handle it carefully. Avoid touching the coin's surface with your fingers, as oils and dirt can damage it. Use cotton gloves if possible and place it in a protective holder. Then, get the coin professionally graded and authenticated. This step is crucial because collectors and buyers pay premium prices only for coins verified by trusted grading companies. A certified coin will have its grade, details, and authentication clearly listed, giving it official recognition in the marketplace. The 1989 Liberty 1-cent story continues to inspire collectors because it proves that great discoveries do not always come from ancient times or exotic places. Sometimes, the treasures we seek are right in front of us. A penny, the simplest coin in American currency, can become a priceless artifact through a unique twist of history. It teaches us patience, curiosity, and appreciation for craftsmanship. Each coin carries a story, the hands it passed through, the machines that created it, and the history of a nation engraved on its surface. As of today, the coin collecting market remains strong, and rare error pennies continue to draw attention from both seasoned numismatists and new collectors. Prices fluctuate depending on demand and auction results, but the top examples of the 1989 Liberty 1-cent coin remain among the most sought-after modern coins in existence. The $544,000 record is a reminder that even in an age dominated by digital currency, physical coins still hold magic, a tangible link to our past and a symbol of enduring value. So the next time you receive change at the store or find an old jar of coins at home, take a closer look. That dull-looking 1989 penny might just be the ticket to a life-changing discovery. Keep your eyes open, your scale ready, and your curiosity alive, because history often hides in the smallest places. Thank you for tuning in to today's episode. If you love learning about rare coins, valuable finds, and hidden treasures, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss a story like this. Who knows? The next rare coin we talk about might be sitting right in your pocket right now. Until next time, happy collecting, and may your next penny be the one worth $500,000. Welcome back to the channel Coins Collector everyone to another exciting episode on our channel where we dive deep into the world of rare coins, hidden treasures, and unbelievable coin values that could be sitting right in your pocket right now. Today, we're talking about a coin that has collectors buzzing and treasure hunters checking every penny they own. Yes, we're going to explore the fascinating story of the 1997 Liberty 1-cent coin, a coin that has stunned the coin market and collectors worldwide with its incredible value, history, and rarity. You heard that right, some of these coins have been valued at over $444,000 in today's market. So make sure to watch till the end because you might just learn that the penny you've ignored all these years could actually be worth a fortune. Now, let's start by setting the stage. The year was 1997, a time when the United States was booming with technological advances, music was changing, and the economy was strong. The humble 1-cent coin, often called the Lincoln cent, was still a common part of everyday life. Millions of these coins rolled out of the U.S. Mint, stamped with the familiar image of President Abraham Lincoln on one side and the Lincoln Memorial on the other. But hidden among those countless coins was something extraordinary, a small number of Liberty 1-cent coins that, for reasons still discussed among collectors and experts, stand apart in value, design, and mystery.to understand why the 1997 Liberty cent is so special, we have to take a look at the long history of the American penny. Since its introduction in 1909, the Lincoln cent has gone through numerous changes, different metal compositions, subtle design variations, and minting updates that reflected the times. But in the 1990s, the U.S. Mint was in a transitional period, experimenting with different techniques and materials. The standard penny by 1997 was made primarily of zinc coated with copper, a shift that had occurred in the early 1980s to save on production costs. However, some coins from that year show anomalies that have intrigued collectors for decades. The coin we're talking about today, often referred to as the 1997 Liberty 1 cent, isn't your ordinary penny. There are reports of rare minting errors, unusual die strikes, and metal composition variations that make certain examples incredibly rare. In some cases, these coins were struck on bronze planchets, the metal used in older pennies, rather than the modern zinc-coated ones. Others show doubling errors or slight misalignments that make them one of a kind. And as we know in the world of numismatics, rarity equals value, but rarity alone doesn't make a coin worth hundreds of thousands of dollars. The 1997 Liberty 1 cent also carries historical appeal. It represents a fascinating bridge between the old and the new, a symbol of America's enduring legacy and the mint's evolution. Collectors love it not only for its physical beauty but for the story it tells about American craftsmanship and change over time. Now, let's talk about the big question: why is one of these coins worth over $444,000 today? The answer lies in the perfect combination of rarity, condition, and collector demand. A specific specimen of the 1997 Liberty 1 cent was discovered in nearly mint state condition, nearly flawless, with a strong strike in full detail. When graded by professional coin services, it received one of the highest possible ratings, catapulting its value beyond imagination. That coin eventually made its way to a high-profile auction, where competitive bidding drove the final price into the hundreds of thousands of dollars. For a 1-cent piece, that's nothing short of astonishing. Think about that for a moment. A coin that originally cost 1 cent, now worth nearly $500,000. It's stories like these that keep coin collecting alive and exciting. Every time a collector opens a roll of pennies or examines a jar of change, there's a small hope that the next great discovery is hiding inside. And the 1997 Liberty 1 cent has become the stuff of legends in this community. But how can you tell if you have one of these valuable coins? The first thing to do is look closely at your 1997 pennies. Pay attention to the lettering, especially the word Liberty and the date. Some of the rare versions show slight doubling or unique die marks. Also, look at the coin's surface color and texture. Bronze coins will appear slightly darker and heavier than their zinc counterparts. If your penny seems off in weight, color, or strike, it could be worth getting it appraised by a professional numismatist or coin grading service. Another tip is to check the mint mark under the date. Coins minted in Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco can all have variations that affect their value. For example, some 1997 D pennies from the Denver Mint are known for having striking errors that increase their worth dramatically. The smallest imperfection, if rare enough, can turn an ordinary coin into a collectible masterpiece. Collectors today are more passionate than ever. The rise of online coin auctions and digital marketplaces has made it easier for people to buy, sell, and trade rare coins from around the world. That's one reason why the value of certain coins like the 1997 Liberty 1 cent continues to rise. When demand meets rarity, the market responds with sky-high prices. And as more people become interested in numismatics, these rare coins only become more desirable. Now, let's touch on an interesting point: the emotional connection people have to coins. The 1-cent coin, though small in value, holds a special place in American culture. It's often the first coin a child collects, the one used in charity drives, and the one found in the bottom of a pocket or between the couch cushions. It's a symbol of everyday life and history combined. So when a coin like the 1997 Liberty 1 cent emerges, it captures more than just monetary value, it captures imagination. Many coin experts believe that we've only scratched the surface of what's out there. Some of the rarest coins ever discovered were found by ordinary people who just happened to look closely at their change. So if you've got a collection of coins lying around or a jar full of pennies, take a few minutes to go through them carefully. You never know what treasure might be hiding there. Before we wrap up, let's summarize. The 1997 Liberty 1-cent coin is one of those rare and beautiful mysteries of numismatic history. It's valuable because of its unique minting characteristics, its exceptional condition in certain examples, and the deep passion of collectors who seek out perfection and history combined. With some examples fetching as much as $444,000, it's a reminder that even the smallest things in life can hold incredible worth. So the next time you find a penny, don't just toss it aside or drop it in a jar. Take a moment to look at it. That little coin might carry a story, a piece of history, or even a small fortune. Every coin has a past, and sometimes that past can change your future. Thanks for watching and being part of our coin collecting community. If you enjoyed learning about the 1997 Liberty 1-cent and its unbelievable value, make sure to give this video a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and subscribe for more deep dives into the world of rare coins. We post new videos every week about coin values, hidden treasures, and money mysteries you won't believe. Who knows? The next big discovery might be yours.